Yo, what's up, motherfuckers? Let's run back some battle rap today. The fuck you doing over there, dog? Oh, my dog's fucking shit up. Anyway, this is Mike Genesis versus Sonny Roseland, I believe. I just want to say real quick, if I compliment your raps on here, that's not a compliment to you as a human being. So like, don't come at me fucking sideways and think like we're friends or some shit just because I said you rap nice. One of these guys, I'm not gonna say which, it's not Mike Genesis though, kind of like fucking jumped in between me and my op talking shit and like said some sideways shit about me. And once I'm in bully mode, I'm in fucking bully mode. So one, don't jump into other people's fucking conversations taking a side, expecting the other side to be cool with you. And two, bro, we've never had a conversation in our fucking life before that. And just because I said, oh, he raps kind of cool, doesn't mean like you have carte blanche to say whatever the fuck you want to me. So, you know, just a thing to put out there for all these little fucking battle rappers. Just because I say anything complimentary about your talents or abilities does not mean that we're friends and doesn't mean I think you're a cool person. When I say, oh, he was cool, that means as far as your rapping ability, not who you are as a person or human being. So when you jump in and start saying like, oh, you're gay, and it's like, all right. One, I'm not interested in like an actual homophobic debate. Like, I was fucking around with my op, and you're trying to be like, no, you're gay, not us. It's like, all right, buddy, I'm not interested in that. And I'm not gonna lie, I took things too far like I always do and started threatening and shit because, I'm not in the mood for... Here's the thing, battle rappers, like, y'all think like, oh, shit talking, that's what we're here for. It's like, to a certain degree, is like... There's a certain amount of like good faith, fun shit talking, and then there's like, bro, who are you? Like, do you want a problem? Like, I don't know you. Like, why are you coming at me like this? And motherfuckers will on their phone talk way different than in person. And that is what bugs me the most is like, I show up to these events. I'm fucking cool with most people. And most people are pretty fucking nice to me in person. I'm pretty nice to them in person. And I'm pretty nice not in person until you're fucking mean to me not in person. And I keep energy and blah, blah, blah. And like, so many times motherfuckers will like talk shit over Facebook or on a fucking group chat, and then we show up and it's like, all right, are we doing this? And they're like, nah, that's childish. Like, yeah, I know it's fucking childish, right? Now that I'm standing in front of you, it's like every fucking time. So it's like I lose so much fucking respect for people who are gonna talk to me different over a phone than how you would talk to me in person. Because if I was standing there in person, no fucking way in hell you'd just be like, oh, you're gay, you're a gay guy. It's like, really, fam? Like, we never talked once in our life, and all right. With that out of the way, let's get into this. I'm gonna be as unbiased as I can be.
I'm your girl Lisa Tees, and welcome to another episode of Dignity Battle for presents the Yard Sig Volume 6. We're here every month, every fourth Sunday of the month. I have my co-host to my left. Introduce yourself.
Moose, S5, Invasion, PBL Doghouse. I'm smoking this nigga next month.
Let's go. Co-host to my right. Introduce yourself.
King Tut, Wild Bunch, AVG, man. You about to see a good one, a long time coming.
Okay. All right. So again, look us up on all social media, Dignity Battle for it, all social media platforms, and TV Picks on all social media platforms. So let's go ahead and let's get this started right now. Let's go.
Dignity all day.
Hell. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You see why I'm at. But let's do this again. Valerie to my right. In my right, introduce yourself.
Mike Genesis, east side of St. Louis, man. Let's get it, man.
Chicago.
Dignity, what's happening?
G, gotta look to our left.
Introduce yourself.
Man, before I even introduce myself, I just want to give a moment of silence for the 290 God, Goonie the God, Floyd Steele. Y'all bow y'all heads one time for me.
Here's real quick too, cause here's half the reason I did say he was cool too to begin. But yeah, Goonie was a real one. Goonie was just a cool fucking guy. R.I.P. Goonie. Me and him had an online battle maybe about a year ago now, and me and him talked a little bit afterwards and before. Not like, I wasn't crazy close to him, so I'm not gonna act like I lost a great friend or nothing. But yeah, Goonie was a cool cat. R.I.P. to him. I think Goonie's music was really, really good, actually. Goonie's music, I would say, was better than his battle shit. I'm not going to put down his battle shit because I'm not here to put down the dead, but yeah, like, check out Goonie's music. R.I.P. Goonie.
Greatly appreciate it. Thank y'all for that. It's your boy Sonny Rose and Ed Brook. You already know what time it is, man. Your boy.
Nigga, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as it shine, I got 2 nines.
I liked the energy he started with. The sun don't shine forever, but as long as it shine. He says something there. I wish he said it louder. It sounded like a bit of a punchline to that. But now he's going into like nines and stuff. I'm not sure if it's gonna be real.
They might as well shine together. The doctors.
That was nice, yeah. Okay, so the nines might as well shine together. Yeah, that's a super nice opening bar. I wish he didn't get quiet at that one point. It would have just strung it together nicely. But the energy he started with, and the line itself, like, the sun don't shine for, like, that's a cool bar. I definitely like the opening.
And his ligaments wasn't lying together. That's where I wanted if I bring him smoke. That's just something to get his mind together. Nigga, get your mind right. Where your substance? War stories. All he do is tell jokes and talk flashy shit. I know why they call him Sonny, because he don't know how to stay out of the limelight, nigga. Iron tight. I ain't never really satisfied till I know that done the job. All you gonna do is see this sacrificial lamb. Bloodshed. Now he done away with. That's the son of God, nigga.
That was alright. That was decent. He could definitely slow it down a bit. I think his voice is kind of cool if he, like, used a more authoritative is the better word, like, kind of posturing. Because right now it seems like he's kind of going for that rapidy rap feel, but, like, it seems like he would have more success slowing that down and coming across more comfortable saying it than rushing through it. That's just, like, something I feel would probably work out. I don't know if he's rushing because he's, like, nervous or something. I don't know about all that. But, yeah, like, if he slowed that down and said it in a much more comfortable, relaxed pace and made it sound like, he was just saying it, like, being a cool guy saying some cool shit, I feel like that would, work out a little better.
Okay. Nigga, you ain't like me, nigga, the feeling's mutual. One on that gang shit, but you came in here, niggas to stay neutral. Shoot his ass. Put it in the drive, skirt up on his body. Did a U-turn, put that shit back in neutral, nigga.
That was kind of, I can fuck with it. It wasn't crazy. Keep it neutral. Drive over, you keep it. Yeah, not bad. Nice way to reuse the word. A nice way to use the same word with a different meaning. A good punch. A little long. But not bad.
I ain't even come here to play.
Like, I believe at one point he, like, shot him in there, and it's like, you don't need to shoot him if you're running him over twice. I'm just saying. And just for the sake of, like, cleaning up the bar, certain things you could just take out that aren't necessary.
But this next scheme gonna be kind of funny, G. Like, his bitch simply say she want me to take her somewhere in the Tropicana, but she can work a breeze in the sun. But not with him. She say he Minute Maid. She don't really like Sunny D, nigga.
That was kind of, I like that, actually.
Nice, Sunny Roll.
The setup wasn't clear enough. I would have taken more time to build the setup, because I'm struggling to remember what rhymed with Sunny D. I don't know, I missed it, but like that's another thing too. You do have to bring attention to the setup enough to make the punchline work. You don't have to do like a crazy setup. You don't have to have a million things that rhyme with Sunny D first. Just make sure that we do hear the word that you're rhyming with, like what Sunny D is supposed to rhyme with. And if it wasn't supposed to rhyme with anything, because sometimes that can be an impactful thing to do. I've seen some people have like whole schemes and then like end it with something that doesn't rhyme with any of it. And that can be really cool and impactful if done the correct way. It just, with a Sunny D bar, that wouldn't be the time to do that. Like, with something like that, it would be more like if you're saying something really like to the person, something really like impactful, personal, and like authentic or something like this, like kind of the Calico shit. You don't have to rhyme if you're spitting real facts or some shit like that. Yeah, like if you're saying something super cold, super like, ooh, that's just mean as fuck, like you don't need to rhyme or anything, and it almost makes it cooler not to. But with that bar, it definitely wouldn't work for like a Sunny D or a Candy or some kind of shit like that. Again, I don't know if he did that, and that's because the setup wasn't obvious enough to make the punchline feel natural. But with that being said, the whole Caprice, the blah 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 Minute Maid, like, actually was a super fire bar. It just felt awkward because the setup wasn't clear enough. So yeah, like good bar, just not 100% executed.
Rosen, heard you spun the hundreds out there in Rosen, but his name doesn't hold any weight and barely anybody knows him. Type nigga pull up to the club with like 4 bitches like he VIP, ain't even got enough money to get the hoes in. What do you know, man? What do you?
It wasn't much of a punch there. Again, he's rapping a little faster than I would like him to. And if you're gonna rap that fast, you still have to keep the volume up. You still have to make sure your words are. Well, yeah, I've broken down like rapping fast a couple times on here. You can't just speed up your raps. You actually have to like make an attempt to pronunciate every word a little more. And yeah, I just wish he would slow it down.
You know, man. Here's a little secret, Sonny. Heard you niggas be playing with your nose, man. And Goose straight as your wing, man. And fingers is your nose, man. Nah, them fake allegations. I was just joking. But looking at me emotional.
I don't know, that part was super weird. Like, he's like, Goose is your hype man. Something about a note. I'm missing that. Like, he's going a little fast, not skipping work, but like, he definitely says like certain words way too quiet. And like, here's, if you're speaking at a certain volume, and you drop volume unexpectedly, the ear will have a difficulty like keeping up with that. And he seems to do it at really awkward times, which makes the meaning of the bar get really convoluted and like hard to follow what he's talking about. From what I'm guessing, he was saying like, oh, you and Goose are like friends or some shit. And Goose does something weird with you or something. And then, nah, I'm just joking. Which is a weird, nah, I'm just joking. And he said joking weird. Not great. It was kind of like a fun energy, but not great.
Couldn't even rap to me. He got to change in the spur of the moment. That's the Rosen. Nigga, in my city, we bringing in a whole nother meaning to that street shit. Like when this baby boom, hit your ass from top to bottom. If your head don't catch these hollows, I bet your fetus. Alright. I bet your fetus hit it, baby boom, head. It's all good. I know you wasn't on that street shit, nigga. But it's all good. I know you wasn't on no street shit. Like you ever really been in the trap? Really been in the trap? Seen the whole thing when the nigga unwrapped that bitch, it look like a brick. And when nigga throw it on the table, the shit shattered. Now niggas in the kitchen, whipping up some shit that look like fish batter. If a nigga tried to rob, we was scared for us. My homeboy go for the lob, turn nigga brains to crab meat. That's a fish platter, nigga, my bitch.
Okay, the end part was cool. The fish platter, crab meat, that was decent. The part before that, I don't know, a lot of people like to do the whole, oh, have you ever been in the trap? Is like, bro, like most of us have been in the trap. It's cool. And I don't know, like, even though I got like whatever vibes from Sonny, I don't get like the vibe that he never put in work like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like most people, nah. There are certain people you can call out like, yeah, you've never trapped, bro. You've never sold a fucking anything. I don't know. I wouldn't say that to Sonny. I'm sure he sold a drug or two in his life. Let's not. I don't know. Most people have. So it's weird when people are like, have you ever sold a drug? It's like, have you not? Like, who hasn't sold drugs by now, bro? I don't know.
Battle.
I mean, I've never sold drugs. Police, if you're watching, I never do anything criminal. I am a upstanding citizen of the law. I don't even do drugs.
Nigga, my bitch battle. Nigga. Nigga, my bitch.
My bitch batter. A weird thing to follow the other one with, but
Battle, nigga. Nigga.
Right there.
I don't know what he's doing right there, but it's super awkward. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know, if you take time to talk to your friend or something like that, it's a really awkward moment in battling. You know, don't do that.
What you Northern Illinois niggas know about Southern Illinois? What you know about? What you Northern Illinois?
Oof. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't think Sonny Roseland's even from Illinois at all. I could be mistaken on that. I'm pretty sure he's from Indiana. But I don't think he's even from Illinois. If he is, then my bad. Then I guess, yeah. But the whole, what do you Northern Illinois know about Southern Illinois? All right, let's keep it facts, bro. Southern Illinois, you're basically what Northern Illinois sells drugs to. You're just where we bring the drugs to get money. I don't know, I'm not gonna put down all of Southern Illinois, but yeah, Chicago is where all the drugs and all the shit comes from. And then if you even want to look up like the statistics of like violence and all the shit, Northern Illinois is, yeah, like anything you bring up about Southern Illinois, if you're not bragging about how much corn there is, you're not gonna top Northern Illinois. I'm sorry, dude. Don't make it a competition. I wasn't making a comment, but if you're gonna make it one, Southern Illinois is not beating Northern Illinois on anything other than farmland. So that's already a weird thing. It's like, what do you know about stealing corn? What do you know about, seeing an apple orchard and taking some apples without permission? It's like, it's not much you can say other than that. And what do you know about paying like 3 times more for drugs because we don't actually know what the price is supposed to be? I don't do drugs.
Niggas know about Southern Illinois. What y'all know about white racist cops taking innocent black lives without a good reason? What you know about?
Yeah, that's all over the country, fam. That's not just Southern Illinois. That's a problem everywhere, honestly. So, and again, Chicago, the way the police and the city people are, like, the way, like, the dynamic between the cops and the people in Chicago, like, the city, the not great parts especially, like, yeah, that's not something you can say to a Northern Illinois person. Like, that's, yeah, again, you can look up the statistics, and that's more prevalent in Northern Illinois than Southern Illinois. Again, it was weird for me to kind of comment on, but, if you're going to make that a competition, which it's not a great thing to compete for, but,
About not being able to hang out with one of your partners because both of your hoods beefing.
Get this light-skinned nigga smoke today.
Man, that's good cheap, nigga. That's
all right,
good cheap, nigga. All you go here.
if you're going to be like, yo, there's a difference between Southern Illinois and Northern Illinois, you can't just start saying things that, like, counts in every hood, every place. Like, bro, like, that's not even in Illinois. That's not even Illinois stuff. Like, there's definitely, like, oh, you're going to see him, you might want to change out those colors, fam. Just saying. Like, that's everywhere, bro. Like, you can't say stuff that, people in other states relate to and act like that's only your half of the state relates to that. Just saying. Like, it seems like that, I don't know, like, it's already weird to be like, oh, you're from this place, I'm from this place, here's, like, why we're different. And sometimes it's funny, like, I know Illinois people clown Indiana people sometimes about that, and it's sometimes just funny. But, at a certain point, it's not, like, a real point, and I would never bring it up in a battle unless I'm being humorous. Because it's not really, like, a real thing to say. Like, bro, people are struggling everywhere. People have hard times everywhere. Fucked up shit happens everywhere. There's, sorry to say, not a lot of unique problems in one area. Usually, like, economic problems, racial problems, shit like that. Like, that's something, unfortunately, a lot of people have to deal with throughout this country, not just Southern Illinois. That got weirdly more real than I wanted it to for a battle rap breakdown.
When you hear that leg clapping, fuck around, shoot his whole house up like them crackers did Fred Hampton, nigga.
Ooh.
I got some love
That
hope
is
lost in this system
actually
for
a
the
good
rest of
bar,
their
but-
life. And their only way out is if God saved. But it's the same old story each and every time, nigga, like Ride Wave, East Side.
Go.
Um,
Let's go.
Definitely a couple awkward parts. Not bad, like, I wish he slowed it all down, then he would have had more, it would have felt like more content, too. That's another thing you have to balance. If you're gonna rap fast, you have to write more. Like, that's just how it works, because if you're rapping faster, you're taking the amount of time, needed to spit your shit off the end product. Like, you rap faster, it takes less time to do it. It just makes sense. Like, it would have felt fuller if he slowed it down. The punches probably would have landed a little harder if he slowed it down. The part where he stopped and talked to his fam over there, that was a little awkward. The Southern Illinois part was, I feel like I have to take points off of that for a lot of reasons. Just because, like, it was a little, just, 1, not true, 2, goofy, 3, like, I don't think he's from Illinois at all. So it's, like, a little weird. But not a horrible round. He definitely, he had poise, he had posture during it. It wasn't bad. Just could have been better in a lot of ways. Not a lot of, there's certain like, if he slowed it down and kept, like, a steady volume, and then, maybe a couple bars were a little goofy, a little times were a little goofy. Other than that, not a bad round.
Final round one, Sonny Rosen, and it's on you.
Chief, baby. Y'all know this is my debut, right?
Yes. About fucking time.
Finally! Cheese! You about to let me eat? After so many niggas talking duck, got me feeling like I'm FBG. Well, wait, I'm Edbrook though. See, I done watched all your dignity classes show they asses, and then find time to disrespect the workplace. Knowing damn well when they're in the yard trying to cook without the cheese, them plates don't even get made in the first place.
That was fire. I will say, Sonny Roseland, his voice is really nice here. He's projecting, every word is audible. And he's not even, like, screaming, but you can, like, he's still talking, but you can still tell what he's saying. And that's what I mean by, like, voice projection. You don't got to go up there and yell. Like, maybe some people, I know, like me, I told Integrity that he had that to a couple other people. Like, some people just don't have, like, loud voices, like Frost. Sorry to push you under the bus here too. Like, we struggle with, like, having voices that carry. We're just not loud people, and, like, I dig that. Loud people are annoying. But, like, when battling, like a lot of people think I'm yelling more than I mean to be. No, it's just like to project. I have to be that loud. But for motherfuckers like Sonny, Charlie Ward's really good at it. Trying to think who else. But anyway, like those are two pretty good examples right there. Charlie Ward especially. They're not yelling, but their voice is still audible and understandable, and they keep a good, just solid volume, and that's always good. His opening bar was pretty good. Decent way to gain attention. The whole that's a good cheese line. I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the better ones. I've personally heard like every fucking cheese flip. I've made half of them just, talking to her. So like cheese flips are a little like by this point to me, but I can see if you're not used to cheese flips, that's pretty good, and that's definitely one of the better ones. But yeah, not a bad opening.
Talk to him. And I ain't even been here. It's crazy how I come to this shit. Me battling niggas like this, make niggas like me become quick.
That was decent. I fuck with that. That was a bit of a swaggy bar, a bit a bit of a, not like a flexing, but it's just like, I don't know, it's like, yeah, be cool. It's a cool line. I fuck with it. The voice cracks were cool.
Sonny, nigga.
The bar itself, like, is not a punchline, but it's a bit of a cool thing to say.
Just cause I shine. And the rose, that's the space keeper for niggas like you. When you feel like dying, pow, nettles on your tongue.
I just complimented him about the volume. He got a little too quiet there. Something about roses and bringing it to people when they die, I think. Not bad. Would have been better if he said that one part louder, but not bad.
Your death's upon us. And I don't give a fuck. Like when your bitch naked, I will realize, fuck, I just left the car. They done got you in some
Yeah, he got quiet there again. Ooh, I might have complimented him a little too quickly to try to prove I wasn't biased, but now he's doing exactly what I complimented him, or doing the opposite of what I complimented him for. Yeah, just make sure, like, I get the whole, like, getting quiet part can work pretty decent. Again, that would work if we were mic'd up, if we were inside a small venue, not outside. Certain things like that, like, you have to take into account. The camera has a hard time picking shit up outside. Yeah, just be more audible. It'll help.
shit, boy. This a test you gonna fail today. It's a must. And I hope you brought your little stimulus for us, cause it's gonna be hell to pay. And watch what you say out your mouth tonight, nigga.
I didn't like that one. Stimulus. Like, I don't like when you have to say words like really weirdly. Like, that's not how you say stimulus. No one has ever in their life said, "Hey, let me get that stimulus." I just got my stimulus. Your what now? My stimulus, We all got a stimulus. No, it's stimulus, man. Like, no one says it like that, and it was just super awkward, and I'm not a fan of making words really awkwardly not how they're supposed to be said, whatever. And then there wasn't a punchline to it. It was just like, I hope you brought money because you're going to give it to me. And I was like, all right.
Swear to God. The wrong thing could mean the worst for you. And I don't mean bringing hoes to the spot, my nigga. What I'm going to say, I have a hearse for you. I learned the movie. I seen this movie.
A hearse for you? I see what he... There's not a girl for you when I say there's a hearse for you. Alright, yeah. Again, no one ever... that's really... That's a stretch. Like, I see what hers, like, that's not how you... When you would use the word hers, like, oh, that's hers, like, that's her property. That's hers for you. That's really bad. I'm sorry. I see what he's going for there, but that's just not. It doesn't work like that. It could have worked if he took the time to make the hearse part have the double meaning, but it kind of doesn't.
Before. I already know how it's gonna play out. See, you eat bananas to help you lose weight. My type of bananas make your whole ass swell up. That's just trying to figure how that way out. It's way out.
I like
For
that. No, I like that. I like that actually. The way it, yeah. All right, I like it.
I just play my part though. I'm like that giant rabbit Frank when he was talking to Donnie Darko. See that bar?
The giant when he was talking to Donnie Dark. Wait, 1 minute.
Trying to figure how that way out. It's way out. For me, I just play my part though. I'm like that giant rabbit Frank when he was talking to Donnie Darko. See that bar?
Okay.
It just
Okay. The giant rabbit Frank when he was talking to Donnie Darko. See how this way out though. As a cool reference, it could have been a little more impactful. It's just like, what about when the rabbit was talking to Donnie Darko? Like, I don't know. If he said that previous part a little louder, that would have helped. It's a cool reference. It sounded nice. It just, when you break down the punch, it's not the heaviest punch that could have been made out of that.
deserve a Don DeMarco, but it's cool.
Well, okay. They gave him the Don DeMarco, but it didn't deserve a Don DeMarco. And we don't do Don DeMarco here. We do John DeMarco. And John DeMarco didn't give you that. Who's John DeMarco? Me, motherfucker. I'm John DeMarco. I'll give out the John DeMarcos.
Don't trip. I'll show them. 2 guns up, double-breasted, shooting like it's an art form. Wait, this masterpiece get cut in pieces. Get viewed in sections like it's an art form. I'm war ready.
That was okay. That wasn't the craziest. I fuck with it though. The energy was definitely there.
I'm ready. Nigga, I got everything I need. The shells, the clips, the spark on me, the beam, the switch, the spark on me. I mean, I got body after body.
The flow, okay. There are certain times breaking down the flow like that is super cool, and that aesthetically just kind of vibing on it, that was cool. Again, breaking down what he's saying though, like, I got it all on me, a gun. It's like, all right, you got guns, I get it, all right. It could have been, if he was going for like that, but like comedically, that would have been funny, but I didn't get like a comedic vibe from it. So like the vibe was there. It's aesthetically nice, but again, the words don't have all that much meaning to it. Yeah.
Body. I'm counting so many bodies. I still got the tally mark chalk on me. I'm sorry.
That's decent. That's
sorry.
decent.
Me losing to a nigga like you? Hardly. All I needed was one shot from the start. Bah! Had this little ugly bitch running like Shikari. Damn me. What?
That was
Damn
decent.
me.
I fuck with that.
Had this little ugly bitch running like Shikari, nigga. Wait, you got the strap. You busting back. Little do he know, bro snuck him back with the Mac. The party shit. Young Nardo Wick like, the fuck is that? That's how we step on niggas.
Until the dance part, it was kind of awkward. He does this thing where I can see on a beat it would be cool. I can see maybe if he had like more what's the word I'm looking for? Like more content in it, like more actual substance, like punching during that moment. That would be cool. It just, the ending was really awkward, and like It was just something like, that's how we do it. Like, there's no punch there. It's just like, it was just kind of like a threat, but said cool. I don't know. It wasn't a punch. It wasn't really anything crazy creative, but it was entertaining. It's just at the end it like petered out into nothing. And then the little dance thing was amusing. I don't really get what it was about. It was like did he say that's how we step on you? Like, I guess. All right. A little awkward, a little comical, but not horrible. The part before it made it a little more awkward than it was. And like, the energy's there. I'll definitely give him that. The energy's there. He knows how to sound aesthetically good. It's just like there's not much going on, like, in terms of setup or punchline or really like substance, you know, like you're not really gaining any information by these bars.
Mike, you should have known that from the get-go. This foe for your home man Otto. We save money on these switches like the get-go. Let's go. Big
It was
chopper.
nice, actually.
One pull. Box rock. No jingle.
I will say we might want to chill a little on the sound effects. We're getting a little carried away here. That one wasn't necessary, honestly.
I got this nigga up against a god body. He ain't even leave a print on fingers.
You ain't even... Okay, the ending punch was really nice there, actually. It didn't have much to do with anything he said before that. In fact, it almost had like nothing to do with anything he said before that. But he didn't even leave a print on fingers. That was nice. In fact, I would like to see more of... like, you didn't even leave a print on fingers. Like, that amount... The amount of words there, the amount of, like, time taken, and then do that back to back, that would be fire. Or if, like, the setup had a little more to do with the punchline, you're going against a god body, not really, but yeah. The ending punch was definitely really nice, though.
Y'all got this nigga up against a god body. You ain't even leave a print on fingers. I mean, I'll get you popped. 12 have to treat it like it's a misdemeanor. I mean, hold on. I'll get you popped. 12 treat it like it's a misdemeanor. I mean, it wasn't even your time to drop. But I still aired it like this a screener, nigga.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice. I fuck with that one. Wasn't overly complicated. The setup was clean. The punch was clean. The setup was kind of a punch in itself. That was nice. Like, that whole part right there, that was nice. I would like to see that. The ending punch that he did on the previous one, like, shit like that, that's really good. If he did that and followed through with that a little more, that would have been really nice to see.
Oh, you from East St. Louis, nigga. Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, why was he bragging about being from Southern Illinois if he's not even from Illinois? Bro, like, alright, that just makes that bar way weirder. So, someone from St. Louis told someone from Indiana, you North Illinois people know nothing about what it's like to be from South Illinois. I'm sorry, like, this is my brain hurts now, and don't do that. What? Why? Why did you even say that then? Like, that's just a super weird bar to say then.
Folks, he's from East St. Louis, nigga. Do you know that ain't even a place where you should try to rep or bubble up at? This the rack, nigga. That's the place where we take crack back to double up at.
I mean, that's facts. Like, not even just Illinois, like, a lot of the more, like, what's, like, country-ish, or not urban, suburban areas, like, around Illinois, like, where do you think most things come from? it's coming from Chicago, fam. Like, let's just be straight.
And then you told Fingers East St. Louis G was different. Nigga, how? No, you told Fingers East St. Louis G was different. Nigga, how? You must not be knowing where the king of the throne.
I like the how, like that was fire. If he had a setup to that, something that rhymed with how, that would have been explosively fire. Like if he, like something like, oh, you want to come over here and say that now? You said to Fingers that St. Louis G is different. How? Like that would have been crazy fire. That would have been, like fuego. But it was just kind of out of nowhere, so it was good, but didn't have that like that punching factor to it. Like, and then if he just sat there and let it linger, like, and stared at him after the first one, not repeat it, that would have been amazing. Like, if it was a punchline, if it was a not awkward place to pause, he could have put a pause in there, and the pause itself would have added to the punchline, because you would have been like waiting for an answer when the answer is it's not different in any way. Just like I kind of pointed out earlier when he was saying like, oh, it's different here. Like, dude, gang shit's gang shit, street shit is kind of all over America at this point. So like that point of how is super fire. I just wish he had like a really nice setup for it and then let it linger, and that would have been like, he would have won the battle right there on that bar alone. And especially after what he said, it was just like a perfect fucking it almost was a rebuttal, even though I'm pretty sure he had that written. Yeah, so I got excited about that one. That was fire. I just wish he capitalized on that bar a little more, because I don't know if he knew it was going to be as relevant because of what he was going to say, but like it definitely had something to do with what he said, something to do with what he said in the past, and like just is a good point. Like, you know what I mean? So like that in itself makes it a really solid like punchline, a really solid like personalized line to throw at someone. And yeah, it's just, if he did a couple little things to make that like a haymaker, it definitely had haymaker potential.
On this scene, where the chairman's still on his king. You gonna have to do more than kiss the ring. Pass me the thing. Nigga, bah! Fuck is
That's fire. Here's the thing. I don't think he took that line from me. I'm not gonna say that he stole that, because it's not an overly complex line, but it's very similar to one I used on Tut, like using the bow as in like actual, you have to bow down to me. If that's what he's using, I use that, which makes it fire. So no, I'm just kidding. Don't steal my bars, guys. It wasn't so similar that it sounded like he heard mine and stole it. It's a good bar. The bow. It's a pretty obvious. It's a pretty obvious like thing to go for. So I'm not like even saying like, if it was like the whole bar that I had, it would. I'm trying to remember the whole bar that I had. I said like kneel down, bow. Yeah, you're gonna have to do more than kiss the ring, bow. Similar, not similar enough to make me think he took it from me in any way. But yeah, I mean, at this point I have to say it's a good bar, otherwise I'm saying a bar I said was bad, which I'm willing to do, honestly, but I actually do like that bar of mine, and yeah, so it's a good bar. I like it.
what you talking about, niggas? Hey, if you in the vision, then you know all the G's gotta be on one accord, yes? Hold on. Talk to me. If you in the vision, then you know all the G's must be on one accord, yes?
Yes.
That's how you know this nigga wasn't connected to the set. When we realized this mic was a cordless. Come on, man.
That was fire. I fuck with that accord less. Said it a little weird, but I fuck with it. It was the punch was strong enough to overshadow the awkward phrasing of it. It tied in really nicely to what he was saying before, and is personal. So like, one, it's a name flip and it's like a personal attack. That's nice. Yeah, actually, I'm actually fucking with like the second half of his round a lot more than the first half. Maybe he was just warming up. The first half of his round seemed really like it started out like a good way to get attention, and then it kind of got lazy, and now it seems like he's like pouring on some fire, and I'm fucking with that.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey. That's how you do this nigga wasn't connected to the set. When you realize this mic was a core or less. He being
Like, yeah, that's just a fire line all the way. Yeah, a fire name flip, and has everything to do with what he's been talking about up to that point too. So yeah, that's fire.
all this battle screaming, it's me! Nigga, we know.
That's fire. Like, okay, he dropped his voice a bit, but he didn't drop it so much that we couldn't hear it. And that's one thing you have to be conscious of. You have to, if you're going to drop your voice, you have to keep it still audible. And the line itself, like, I guess in other battles, he, like, screams, it's me. And yeah, that's just a comical, nice little response to something like that.
The only niggas that think that shit wild is the niggas in the crowd off the loud and the...
Nah.
The only one who thinks you're loud is the ones in the crowd on the loud. Hey man, we're all pretty high there. I don't know if you looked around. Everyone in that crowd's on some weed and some drink. You know, especially me. I don't know if you saw me double fisting cans back there. Like, don't put down people on inebriants, fam. Those are the biggest reactors in the crowd, is people who are fucked up. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. You get me drunk, I will react to way more shit than I normally would, just because I'm like, yeah, I'm a crowd member, and it's just fun at that point. You're just having fun. But yeah, don't put down people for having fun. It wasn't a bad line, just.
The niggas, only niggas that feel it is the niggas that's in the crowd off the loud and the Tito's. Mike Genesis, right? Gen assists.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to win. You should be trying to skirt. I mean, you tried it first in that big homie battle, remember? You tried it in that big homie battle, remember? When you tried to curse. I mean, you really a big soft nigga.
That part was a little awkward.
Up here trying to disguise the hurt. Hey, but you really a soft nigga. Up here trying to disguise the hurt. I mean, another lost nigga with daddy issues. You was denied at birth.
Ooh, okay. All right, now you're getting a little too similar to the Lux shit. I believe it was versus Calico. And I mean, you're another lost. Like, that is a pretty famous line in battle rap. So like, if you're gonna use it, you're kind of invoking like the thought of Lux's line for that, which is weird to me sometimes. If you're not super obvious that you're doing the Lux line, it just sounds like you're trying to copy it. And then like, I actually thought like, the whole like, oh, you're big, but we can tell you're like, you know, a nice guy. That would have been actually a fire angle. Just because like kind of how he has been behaving, like he's kind of chuckling, like lighthearted, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not taking points away from him or anything. I'm not saying it's bad to be a lighthearted dude. It's usually makes you cooler. But in like a battle, using his, I guess, like kind of chipper personality against him could be a little more impactful. It'd be like, oh, you're just a big old teddy bear, huh? And like, that would be a fire angle actually. And just because like he's been moderately playful throughout it, like it would be believable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying just make shit up, but like there is like credibility to that angle. And I thought that's where you were going, and that would have been fire. But now you're going into like the Lux thing, and I don't know if he's like, you know, the whole lost person thing or whatever is a little more like if you're gonna talk about their life, you know, and like why they're lost. I feel like that's a little weird to do here, but okay, let's check
Is
it
that
out.
why you up here trying to show us you got some kind of work? You lied 3 times in your last battles, nigga. I swear to God, if I catch you lying on 4th, that'll be the perfect day to show you how this fire works, nigga. Report to the motherfucker.
Lie on the 4th firework. My bad. Fourth firework. I guess that's a punch. Not a crazy punch. And doesn't have much to do with what he was saying before. It just seemed like there was a lot of ways you could have taken a lot of the setup there and made... You had like so many options from the setups there that going to, the 4th and the fireworks, it just seems like, I don't know, there were so many opportunities you could have taken there, and that was not the one I would have gone for, not the one I would have been excited to hear. Like, I thought you were going to say something super personal to this guy. I thought you were going to, like, you know, debase his character. All that, like, and you set it up to do that. Like, you had the setups there to really go in on this guy and, like, you know, kind of definitely shift perspective. Not, like, in a permanent way, but, like, for the battle. And, like, really impactful things. And, like, I was actually excited with those setups. And then you just landed on 4th fireworks. It's like, okay, but what about him though? Like, what the punchline could have been said to anyone, but the setups couldn't have been, and that's why I'm disappointed. Is like you took setups that were really honed in for your opponent, and then just said like a super generalized bar that could have been said to anyone for any reason. But other than that, you know, the setups were there, just not capitalized on.
Fucking goddamn it, whatever the fuck this shit is. I'll really show you how this fire works. This the pit, right? Hey, they came to see a pit fight. What you gonna do with dude against a nigga with free food like a bitch with number 2? They ain't shit like big bites, big gun, boom, take a chunk. Corner on breaking lunch like whatever like this nigga might look like he had in 8 months. Stop it, Jim.
Fucking pause. That part was alright. I don't know. Like, sometimes people, the big gun, decent. Nothing overly valuable, but not bad rapping. I can fuck with it.
Or they really have to find a box for Genesis. No body shots for Genesis. These cartridges, this designed for the top of Genesis, nigga. You already...
I fuck with that. It just seemed a little misplaced. It's a really good line. It's a good name flip. These cartridges go on the top of Genesis. Fire. I probably would have set it up a little more with like, like your old ass want to play games, you know, because Sega Genesis is like an old game or something. Like, there could have been a little more like set up to that to make that punch super fire. It just like everything else was like just vague threats and then one creative threat. Is it like, it seems like he has weirdly out of place good punchlines, and his setups are kind of iffy, or his setups are super good and his punchlines are iffy. So I don't know. It just seems like those two things just need to be like thrown together and then you got it. But I don't know. For some reason, whenever like he'll just be like kind of rapping around and it's like and then just a really fire punch will come out of nowhere. It's like, oh, okay, well, there's a cool punch. Or he'll like set something up and then just disappoint me and be like, oh, okay, well, that punch was kind of lame. It's just really weird. Not bad though. It's just like doesn't seem to capitalize on the lines he has, you know. Other than that, aesthetically, he raps nice. He has a pretty good voice, except for like maybe 2-3 points where he got too quiet. He's charismatic, I'll give him that. Like, he's kind of funny. He can get people to laugh at things that other people probably can't make funny. But yeah, like, it seems like he has good idea of direction. It's just not always followed through. So yeah. Because like, okay, there were multiple times where like if he just took an angle that he brought up and then stuck to it a little more, I would have loved to see what he would have done with that. It just seems like he's bringing up as many angles as he can and then jumping around almost nonsensically between them. And it feels a little all over the place. It's not linear enough to like follow in a mental way of like, you know, first he said this and then this, and you know, it's a bit like all over the place. The topic you brought up like 5 bars ago gets brought up here, and then like, you know, and it's not really to like set it up. It's just like a little all over the place mentally is what I'm saying. But you know, if you take the time, put the parts that like should go together, put them more together, because there was a part earlier where he was like gen sis or something like that, and then he went off into like a totally different direction, but then he came back to like the cartridges go on the top of gen. Like, if those were closer together, that would have been a little better. Yeah, just shit like that, to where like it just cleans up the round, makes it a little more like start to finish one product instead of just a bunch of things kind of thrown together, you know what I mean? So
Stop it, Genesis. Stop it, Genesis. Before they have to find a box for Genesis. No body shots for Genesis. These cartridges designed for the top of Genesis. See, you not like me. I know y'all well. Act wild in here, my bitch got something that'll control that edge like pro style gel.
I don't know.
And you
enough
is
about
not no
hair
gangster. Look
product.
at you. Your whole style whack. You look fucking dumb. I bet your mama fucked her brother, didn't she? You know why? Because you look like your fucking uncle's son. And that's just for jokes. But son,
chuckle worthy. Not the funniest, but chuckle worthy.
he ain't for the fucking games. If it wasn't for that dirt ring around your neck, I almost snatched your fucking chain. But I decided not to. I decided to just let it be.
That's actually funny. I actually fuck with that line. It's comical and kind of bossish. I fuck with it.
But if you think you ahead with the green, you're gonna have to just let us see. See, I'll be in your crib with your 2 kids. Yep, I'll be in your crib with your 2 kids while they beg and plead. One shot to daddy knee. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Ask me why. Why? Because his legacy.
Legacy. Wait, did he, in the setup, prop the child up against his leg and shoot it? I guess that's okay. That's okay. A little weird, but not a horrible line.
Come on, man. Cut it out, man. Because his legacy. See? Look, Mike.
I fuck with the positive, like, energy between them. Like, they kind of, you know, busting each other's balls, you know. They're kind of fucking with each other. But, at the same time, they're laughing, having a good time. So, it's like, that's the kind of energy that's always fun. Like, they're, like, fucking with each other and, like, kind of being dicks, but they're also having a good time while doing so. That's That's cool though.
I ain't nothing you to sing, Mike. That's the thing, Mike. Keep acting like you the king, Mike, and I'll blow the spot if I want the title. Leave your waves on every platform that stream, Mike.
That was decent. Leave waves on every channel that stream, Mike. I'll fuck with that. Decent punch.
Yeah. So listen, when your bitch leave the crib, your cream gone. She make it to my crib, my dick she cream on. I fuck her crazy. My name she scream now. She said, fuck me like a whore. I fucked her on the back porch and recorded it on my Ring app. Why you take this battle? This ain't for you. What you take this for? You wanted reactions from your battles? You wouldn't give reactions on your Facebook post. You was not like me. Let's separate the boys from me. Put the steel to this kid now. You will never see this boy again. Airbrook the G.
All right. Decent part, nothing crazy in there. Rapped kind of faster than I would have liked to hear there. And then he got a little quieter. But if he's just kind of gassing to get to the end, not horrible.
G don't have no hassles, kill a hot nigga in front of White Castle time.
Let's go!
I didn't quite get the last bar, something about White Castle. Yeah, fun battle. I think Mike Genesis definitely could have slowed it down, brought a little more material, not had those awkward parts. The one bar where he's like repping South Illinois is still super weird to me. I don't think Mike did bad though. I think he did pretty decent, but I think it's fair to say that Sonny pretty clearly won this. At no point did he really slip up. He had more, he had a couple more points to give, and then any points that I would have taken off of Sonny's were pretty minute, little things that it's like, but like there's nothing in his round that's like standing out of just like, dude, that was really bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like there was nothing of note as far as bad things in his round. Not the greatest sentence I ever made, but whatever. Yeah, just both of them I'd like to see work on little things. They both have like a generally good idea of how to write. I just wish like certain lines of theirs got a little more attention, got a little more like practice to see like, oh, how would this land in a crowd? How does this sound out loud? Shit like that. A couple parts on both were just kind of sloppy writing. But then both of them had like weirdly good punchlines at parts. Yeah, fun battle. I fuck with it. Dignity all fucking day. And yeah.